Well, a press release from the city of Bishop notes that meteorologists count the first day of September as the first day of fall, and the first day of fall is a good day to start cutting back on the heavy summer irrigation season. The press release notes that the city of Bishop appreciates the help of its water customers in conserving water. Now, the days are noticeably shorter and not quite as hot as they were just a month ago. This means Bishop water customers can irrigate lawns and landscaping less. Reducing irrigation in the fall is important to meet the state mandated water conservation levels and to avoid fines. As the days continue to shorten and more slowly get cooler into the fall, again, less and less irrigation will be needed. City of Bishop asks that you be sure to adjust watering practices and irrigation timers every week or so, again, to water less. As the City of Bishop likes to point out, saving water saves money, reduces water rates, protects groundwater, and it's the right thing to do and is now required by the state. Contact the City of Bishop Department of Public Works, 760-873-8458 for more information on water conservation and the city's water system. Now, another scam out there. The Mono County Sheriff's Office has received numerous reports from residents throughout Mono County, specifically the Crowley Lake area, of a recent phone scam. Now, this current phone scam includes a male caller stating he is a Lieutenant Foster. That ain't his real name. And another name may be given. Mono County Sheriff's Office is where he says he's from. Now, he states that you failed to appear at jury duty and that there is a $5,000 fine that you must pay. Now, if the fine is not paid over the phone, the scam goes, someone from the Mono County Sheriff's Office will come to your residence within 20 minutes and place you under arrest. The caller will also try to provide you with a fake assistant district attorney's name and clarify that there has been an arrest warrant issued for you if the fine isn't paid immediately. Again, this is a phone scam trying to get people to give their personal financial information. Phone scammers, the press release notes, getting more aggressive in their means to try and gain access to personal financial information, which you should never give out over the phone. Now, if you would like to report any suspicious phone scams or perhaps verify that maybe you have been a victim of a phone scam, you can contact the Mono County Sheriff's Office at 760-932-7549. Well, Deb Murphy filed this story for Sierra Wave Media. Bishop Public Works Director Dave Graw conceded that the City of Bishop's parking open house last Thursday didn't have a great turnout. Now, what it did have was a lot of good suggestions to solve the problem, whether real or perceived, of parking in downtown Bishop. Now, Bishop City Hall's conference room was lined with aerial photographs of downtown Bishop with public parking shaded in green. There was a lot of green on those photos, raising the question, what's the problem? Graw and other city administrators and council members have suggested Bishop doesn't have a parking problem, it has a walking problem. Now, one problem is the conflict between short-term parking, long-term parking, and businesses whose clientele requires or expects parking in front of a business for somewhere between the short and long term. Example, Bishop Twin Theater clientele out for a traditional dinner and a movie may end up with an extra $30, that's the cost of a parking ticket, tacked onto the night. That would be by exceeding the 2-hour time limit on close-in parking. Now, while the Bishop Police Department has no formal parking enforcement, officers do respond to complaints, according to Bishop Police Chief Chris Carter. As Bishop City Administrator Jim Tatum explained at the Bishop City Council's August 24th meeting, not everyone will be happy with the final decision, even if that decision is to do nothing. Now, some of the suggestions, both written and verbal, included lead visitors to public parking with distinctive signage, longer parking durations farther away from Main Street, increased time limitations on the larger public lots to encourage more shopper browsing, and lift restrictions on weekend. Bishop Public Works will review the comments, survey businesses, and try to figure out how to make almost everyone happy. And Deb Murphy also filed a story about Pioneer Home Health Care. has finished the process of trying to bring the Hospice of the Owens Valley Services under its umbrella, completing the state licensing procedures, etc. However, it has been a frustrating procedure for Pioneer Home Healthcare, which still does not have the license. Now, Inyo County Supervisor Jeff Griffiths brought up the situation to the board last week, saying urban areas have options. As he reported on Pioneer's licensing delays, we have just one. Now, we urge you to see the Sierra Wave website, sierrawave.net, for that full story written by Deb Murphy. Well, the California Department of Housing and Community Development, HCD, has awarded the town of Mammoth Lakes a $186,047 grant to administer a housing rehabilitation program. Mammoth Lakes Housing Incorporated is the program operator and will administer the program. Now, the funding may be used by property owners to update homes, attend to deferred maintenance, and address energy efficiency. Property owners in Mammoth Lakes can benefit from this subsidy in the form of deferred payment loans, below market interest rate loans, and grants. Now, owners may use the program funds to rehabilitate their home following eligible improvements, including correct health and safety issues, converting to current uniform building code, energy conservation improvements, extension of useful life, including repairing siding, sheetrock, painting, new flooring, new cabinets, new interior doors, gutters, foundation upgrades, and repairs, as well as general property improvements. Units must be located within the town of Mammoth Lakes in order to qualify for rehabilitation funds, which will be allocated on a first-come, first-served basis until all funding is exhausted. All interested Mammoth Lakes property owners are encouraged to immediately contact Mammoth Lakes Housing 760-934-4740 for additional information, eligibility requirements, and an application. We'll be back with more news.